Hello again. In this lesson I am going to solve some question about the motion. Let us start. There is a graph here. The distance time graph above is for a motorcycle traveling along a straight road. A. What is the motorcycle doing between the point D and E on graph? Let us look between D and E. First of all, we need to understand this is distance time graph, and between D and D there is a 5-second pass, and in this 5 seconds there is no change in distance, so that we understand object is not moving. So between D and E on graph, motorcycle stops. Then B, between which point it is accelerating. First let us look between B and C. There is constant increment in between B and C, but B and C constant increase means that it goes with constant speed. If speed is constant, acceleration is 0, but between A and B there is an increase like x square graph, so that here is speeding up. Object is speeding up. If object is speeding up, it is accelerating between A and B. Also between C and D, as you see, again it is speeding up between C and D. There is a difference between A and B and C and D. What is difference? In A and B, there is a increase in speed with increasing rate, but between C and D there is an increase in speed with decreasing rate. Yes, between which point it is speed is steady, between B and C speed is steady, so that increase in distance in straight line, as you see. What is the steady speed? Steady speed is constant speed. Speed constant, increase in distance is like y equal to x graph. What is distance traveled between A and D? As you see, when it comes to D, taken distance is 60 meters. There is no need in calculation, because at the beginning of lesson we said this is distance time graph, and distance graph shows how many meter it travels. When it comes to D, it shows 60 meter. What is the average speed between A and D? What was the average speed, or we can say velocity, taken distance out of taken time? How much meter we take? As you see, we take 60 meter, and taken time is 25 seconds, and 60 meter out of 25 seconds, it is 1.25 meter per second. We can continue with next question. And in question 2, our graph is speed versus time graph. The speed time graph above is for another motorcycle traveling along the same road. What is the motorcycle's maximum speed? When we look at the graph, the maximum speed that graph reach is 30 meters per second. So maximum speed is 30 meters per second. What is the acceleration during first 10 seconds? As we can check here, we are going to focus on here. What was the acceleration? Acceleration equal to change in velocity out of change in time. What is final velocity here? Final velocity is 30 meters per second. Initial velocity, it was steady, which is 0 meters per second. Change in time is 0 to 10 seconds. It is 30 meters per second out of 10 seconds, which gives us 3 meters per second square. So answer of B is 3 meter per second square. What is the deceleration during last 5 seconds? As you remember the last lesson, we said that instead of deceleration, we can use negative acceleration. We are going to focus on last 5 seconds and acceleration during last 5 seconds. Change in velocity out of change in time. Final velocity is going to be 0 meter per second and initial velocity is 30 meter per second out of taken time is 5 seconds. So 30 meter per second out of 5 seconds gives us 6 meter per second square, but this is minus because 0 minus 30 makes minus 30 meter per second, so it gives us minus 6 meter per second. Acceleration is negative, so we can say that this is deceleration. The answer becomes 6 meter per second square. Of course, it is minus. So we can continue with next choice. What is the distance traveled during first 10 seconds? Taken distance in speed time graph is under the graph. The area of under of this graph gives us taken distance. It is area of triangle and it is 10 times 30 out of 2, 5, which gives us 150 meter. So answer of D is 150 meter. What is the total distance traveled? And we found the first 10 second distance traveled. Then we can check the second 10 second. Here is 10. Here is 30. So 30 times 10 equal to 300 meter. Taken distance in second 10 second is 300 meter. Let us look at the last part. Yes, there is a deceleration, but again it moves in positive direction. Speed is still positive, and distance taken between last 5 seconds, it is 300 times 5 out of 2. This is 15. Taken distance becomes 75 meter. So total taken distance is 150 meter plus 300 meter plus 75 meter taken road equal to 450 plus 75, 525 meter is taken in total time. It is 525 meter. What is the time taken for whole journey? It is very easy question because graph is speed time graph. At the end of graph, it gives us answer which is 25 seconds. What is the speed, average speed for whole journey? What did we say? Average speed equal to taken distance out of taken time. Taken distance we calculated, which is 525 meter out of 25 seconds, and 525 out of 25 seconds, which is, let us calculate it, 525 out of 25 to 50 to 5 1 25 0, so 21 meter per second. So average speed for whole journey is 21 meter per second. So we solve some question about motion. We will continue to solve more question which includes acceleration Thank you for watching these questions. We will solve more questions in next videos.